Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to predict the best actor nominations for the 2025 Oscars, and I'm also going to rank them on the likelihood of them winning this award. So there are a bunch of actors for whom the nomination would be the win. For some of them, they are actually going to go for the win, guys, and I think there are 2 or 3 actors that have a very realistic shot of winning, while the other 2 will just be happy to get nominated. And I think most of you know who they are if you are following this Oscar season so far. But yeah, without wasting any more time, let's begin with the first one. And these are right now not ordered to their correct rankings. These are just ordered on the order that I want to talk about them. So let's start with the first one, who is Colman Domingo. So, will Colman Domingo win the Oscar this year? I think definitely not. But will he get nominated? I think 100% yes. I think he is in that 4th or 5th spot of getting nominated. And I think there's very little debate on whether he should get nominated or will get nominated. He definitely will. But again, will he win? I really don't think so. I don't think Sing Sing has enough momentum, although I really do like the movie. I don't think it has enough to secure wins. Maybe the nominations are fine. I'll be happy if the film gets a lot of nominations, but for the wins, I think the movie needed more momentum. And I also think the movie needed to be a bit better as well. So right now, I am going to put Colman Domingo at number 4. I think that's a very strong number 4. But yeah, let's move on to Ray Fiennes for Conclave, and this is a very serious contender to win, guys. I think the Conclave momentum will only grow because I think a lot of people will watch it, especially the older audiences, and I think people tend to forget how many old people there are in the Academy. Although the Academy is getting younger, that's why we are getting a lot new kinds of movies. I really do think that Conclave is that movie that will be celebrated by the veterans. And even though I am very young, I still love Conclave. If you want to check out the review of Conclave on my channel, feel free to do so. I rated it 4.5 out of 5. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's very close to perfect. And the more you think about the movie, the better it gets. And I really loved the ending as well. And Ray Fiennes is the soul of that movie. It's a very understated performance, but he's a very complex character. You never figure him out till the end. And you want to root for him, even though you know this guy is clearly flawed. And that's a very unique and amazing protagonist, I would say. And I think that movie relies on his performance, and I think he delivered. So right now, I'll put Ray Fiennes either at number 2 or 3. Let's go with number 3 because I think he is one of those who can actually win this. So the next actor on this list is Daniel Craig. And let me be frank, I don't know much about his performance than what I'm hearing from other people, and just because of that, I'm not putting him in the top 5 yet. I think he's in the bubble. I think he can get into that number 5 spot, but first of all, I need to see the movie, and second of all, Luca Guadagnino, although a great director, his movies really don't fancy a lot of Oscar nominations. The same is true with Challengers as well. I'm not sure if that movie will get any Oscar attention because his kinds of movies, although are, like I said, great, I really love his directing, but I don't think it appeals to a lot of people. That's why I actually don't have Daniel Craig on the list. Right now, I'll put him at the bottom because I'm pretty sure he's not in the top 5. So I'll put him even below Jesse Eisenberg. But yeah, let's see if he's actually at the bottom or if there's any other actor. But yeah, I really don't think he will get nominated. If he does, he'll get that number 5 spot. But yeah, let's see. The next actor on this list is Hugh Grant, and I just wanted to put a fun pick here just to stir up the conversation because I'm one of those people who is really championing for Hugh Grant, and I think his performance was incredible. But as you all know, usually horror movies or those kinds of kidnapping movies don't fare well with the Oscars, and Hugh Grant, I would love for him to get nominated, but I really think this is one of those predictions that I just put on just to have fun, just to stir up the conversation. But yeah, he's not getting nominated just because, if you remember, Toni Collette for Hereditary not only deserved to get nominated, she deserved to win that year, and the Academy totally ignored her because it's a horror movie. Academy has its biases, guys. As much as I love the Oscars, there's no way Hugh Grant will get nominated, but I wanted to put him on the list because I do think that he deserves to get nominated, and I wish there's some angel out there or some energy out there or some campaign out there that can get him in. Like, it's not a 0% chance, but it's very close. So the next actor on this list could win this award. He's in the top 2 in my opinion. I think there's only one serious contender against him, and the person I'm talking about is obviously Timothee Chalamet. This guy is the next Daniel Day-Lewis. He's acted phenomenally over the years. He hardly puts a wrong performance. He is always flawless. He is always perfect. And from what I'm hearing, this movie is all about Timothée Chalamet's performance. I'm not hearing great things about A Complete Unknown, but I'm hearing good enough things about Timothée Chalamet. Some are saying he's the front runner now. Others are saying that he's definitely in that top 2 or 3, and he's in definitely my top 2. I'll put Timothée Chalamet at number 2 as of now. I haven't talked about my number 1 yet, but yeah, I think Timothée Chalamet, Ray Fiennes, and Colman Domingo are definitely going to get nominated. But yeah, let's talk about the actor who has generated the most controversy till now, even though he hasn't done anything wrong. Let's talk about the person I'm rooting for the most to get nominated, and his name is Sebastian Stan. Get this guy an Oscar nomination. He seriously deserves it for The Apprentice. And if that was not enough, he's also in a little movie called A Different Man this year. So if you guys think that his performance in The Apprentice is not enough, first of all, go watch the movie first and then talk about it, because I'm sure most of you haven't watched The Apprentice because no one wants to watch a Donald Trump movie. And again, go watch the movie, judge the movie for what it is. Maybe you hate the movie. How can you hate that performance? Like, seriously, he deserves to get nominated. In my list, he would be in the top 3, but I'm going to put him at my number 5 right now, because I'm going to put my heart into this list as well, not just my mind. And I do think that there will be a late surge for The Apprentice, not only for Sebastian Stan, I think also for Jeremy Strong. So I will put him at number 5. So I'll keep this as it is. I'll put him just below Colman Domingo. Now let's talk about the actor that I think will win this Oscar, although it's very close with my number 2 and maybe number 3 as well. And his name is Adrien Brody for The Brutalist. The Brutalist is a 3-hour 30-minute epic with an intermission, and maybe that can hamper its best picture chances, because I don't know how many people can sit through that movie. Although I myself haven't watched the movie, but from what I've heard, the movie does feel long. But again, this kind of movie is a very Oscar type movie. I don't think the 3 hours 30 minutes thing is going to be a factor. But yeah, let's focus on Adrien Brody right now, not the fact that if the picture deserves to win the best picture Oscar at the Oscars. Can Adrien Brody pull off this win? I think definitely yes. I think he's the favorite right now. I think he's even above Timothée Chalamet. He's above Ray Fiennes. I think he is the favorite to win. And even though I haven't seen his performance, the way he acts in his interviews, he just feels like an Oscar winner, like Cillian Murphy last year. I just feel that the Oscar is coming for him, even though he won it for The Pianist, and I think he was the youngest actor ever to win the award. And all through these years, he's going to win again. This is my prediction right now. It may change, but I do have him as my favorite. The only 2 people who can possibly win it apart from him are Timothée Chalamet and Ray Fiennes, but right now I have Adrien Brody as my number 1. He's my firm number 1. I think he has a very good chance to win this one. Now let's talk about another actor who is on the bubble. He is at that number 5 spot or number 6 spot. I have him at number 6 right now because I went with Sebastian Stan for number 5. But I'll put Jesse Eisenberg at number 6. I think he is, like I said, on the bubble. I am very confident about my top 4. I'm very less confident about my top 5. Right now, I'm going with my heart because there are always some surprises in the Oscars, and I think The Apprentice, as more people see it, will recognize the filmmaking behind it and not on who it is based on. So I do predict that Sebastian Stan gets in. Here's my list: Adrien Brody at number 1, Timothée Chalamet at number 2, Ray Fiennes at number 3, Colman Domingo at number 4, and Sebastian Stan at number 5. Very close are Jesse Eisenberg and Daniel Craig, I would say. They both have the strongest chances of getting in. But I think Sebastian Stan deserves to get rewarded this Oscar season just because of his incredible work in The Apprentice and also A Different Man. I don't think there will be a split of votes because I think most people who have seen both movies prefer the performance that he gave in The Apprentice if you're going in unbiased. But yeah, he's one of those actors that is one of my boldest picks. I'm not really sure if he 100% gets in, but again, I'm rooting for this guy. I'll be watching the nominations, just hoping against hope that he gets in, because I'm confident about the other four. And to be honest, the best actor um, nominations are pretty thin, I would say. There's not much competition. Paul Mescal for Gladiator 2 was being raved before, but he's definitely out of the race now. Even though I did like his performance, unlike many people, I think he gives a very worthy performance in Gladiator 2, but he definitely does not get in. But yeah, this is my final list, guys. Do let me know if you agree or disagree with it. If you think Ray Fiennes or Timothee Chalamet has a better chance, if you think Timothee Chalamet has no chance, or maybe Adrien Brody can run away with this. I do think it's a very close race. It's not a done deal, but if there's a favorite right now, it's definitely Adrien Brody for the Brutalist. And I think Brutalist on its own is one of the favorites in almost all the major categories. And I'll be watching its journey as well. I think Anora is another one, but Anora is clearly a female protagonist movie. She's the main lead with the other two in supporting. That's why it's not showing up in the best actor list. But yeah, those were my predictions. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe. And many thanks for watching.